Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for the coming session. This is going to be for Tuesday, October 15th, 2013. We've got a pretty decent update going, especially after the gap down that was recovered, and what we're seeing now is a fair amount of signals on the buy side, and quite a few of them are of the strong CPS variety. You can see in the NASDAQ patch we're definitely biased to the buy side. A couple of nice open-close deviations. A lot of this comes from the gap down. Nice one on the Netflix, even though that gapped up on the day, it's still pushing higher on excellent volume, flirting with a upside open-close deviation in Juniper, and also we're probably going to have one here in First Solar. Moving over to the financials, a little bit more paired off here. Definitely not. The financials are not nearly as strong as the NASDAQ side. The NASDAQ side's on a relative basis more than twice as strong as the broad market, but most of the banks are trading fairly well. We've got a couple of differential sell signals that we might wind up with into the close, so just be aware of Morgan Stanley and NYX and anything that might be pulling off a high by a decent amount on the day. Here's a look at the energy names. A couple of strong things going on here. BTU is very strong, 4% above the day's open. Arch Coal ACI having a real strong session as well. All right, moving on to the generals. The generals are also fairly strong here. Getting back to a little bit more of that buy side indication here. They're definitely a little bit stronger than the overall financials. Quite a few camouflage buy signals, where a couple things are still a little bit lower on the day, but decently above the day's open. No real volume bumps here to take a look at. We do have an open close deviation here of Pfizer to the upside. Looking at the housing names, not too much going on here. NVR is actually kind of weak, so if we develop some downside action tomorrow, that might be one to take a look at. Transport's pretty strong here for the most part. We're seeing mostly upside continuation signals. And the commodities are kind of a mixed bag. Been kind of back and forth in the commodities all day. Gold gapped up, really didn't do too much. Silver's been up and down, and oil's been up and down, kind of just oscillating around. Everything's up right now, but oil's only up about 12 cents, so you're seeing that bleed into the commodity names here as well. Just take a look. There's very, very light volume, especially in the commodities. Another thing to be aware of is that we did have fairly light volume in a lot of different things today. So definitely overweight the things that did have some volume today, because they'll probably follow through tomorrow a little bit better than some of these others today. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.